Hey, it's André, and we're like less than a week away from Flite Fest. Are you ready?
Yeah. Holy. I think I could use a little, holy God, this thing's fast.
That's right. This time next week, next Friday, we're going to be at Flite Fest, and we're going to be flying our hearts out. I can't wait. The Sea Duck is ready. All my other airplanes are just about ready. And I can't wait to get down there. I don't know how much flying I'm going to get to do because I'm going to be busy dealing with the volunteer duties. Yeah, I'm not just a volunteer. This year, I'm the 2016 volunteer coordinator. And so I'm going to be really busy. But I have 170 plus individuals who've signed up and said, yeah, I'm willing to help out to make Flite Fest run amazing. It's just mind-blowing. So a humble thank you to each and every one of you. I can't wait till our first flight volunteer crew member meeting. It's going to be just amazing to see about almost 200 people in these awesome orange shirts. This is obviously an older edition, but hey, if you got them, wear them because, you know, after a couple of days, these things tend to stand up on their own. So there we go. The Sea Duck is ready. A whole bunch of the other airplanes are ready. So I can't wait. So this week a few items came in. First we'll go through is the Hobby King one. I put in for some silicone wires because I was running short, and some XT60 connectors, 30 connectors, and a balance board because I have some battery packs that Flite Test sent me to test on a few things. There were airplanes and a couple quads that are going to be coming in that run on the smaller 3S800s, which feature the XT60 30 connectors. My goodness, can you tell it's Friday night and I'm tired, right? Anyhow, the XT30s. So this is fantastic. So I can use those and bring those batteries. I'll probably throw them into like the 2S Aero and run that on 3S. Ooh, that'll fly good. I had an order come in from Banggood, and that was really good news because I've been wanting some 12 volt and 5 volt converters. So this guy is actually going to work in this frame, and the second one I've got is going to go into my Juggernaut, and that's going to let me run anything on 4S and not worry about blowing up my cameras and my FPV equipment because I'll have 5 volts and 12 volts on tap. I even picked up a simpler one for the Versacopter, and that'll let me just set that in there. I'll glue it into the board. I'll find a way to secure it. And again, if I decide that I'm going to spontaneously fly 4S for some reason, I can and not worry about blowing up my gear. Same thing goes for these LEDs. 3S and 4S. They had a whole stack of them you can get for a really good price, but I decided I'd just start off with the first batch and see how they go because I effectively killed the ones on this guy already. And speaking of this guy, the little quad, so yeah, I'll be doing a full power conversion. What's really nice is my buddy Mike printed off some 3D parts that were on Thingy Universe. So now I've got an XT60 connector, and I can swap out that mount for my FPV camera, and I can put in varying degrees of angle so I can actually figure out what I like. I haven't actually flown this thing FPV yet because I've been having so much fun with the rolls and flips once I discovered air mode. So the whole thing is going to redevelop. I'm going to move the antennas and redistribute the loads and everything and start really having a lot of fun. So I'm really happy that that order came in. Speaking of orders, Canadian friends, well, it looks like we're hooped. On Monday, I suspect Canada Post will go into strike. I have like 4 or 5 small orders coming in, but they're all coming in through Canada Post. So that stuff all goes into like a secure hold until the strike or employment issues are resolved. Yay. This guy. So Hobby King sent this in for me to have a look at this. This is called the Prime Jet Pro, and it's a riot. The only issue I ran into, a couple minor things I noticed about within the build. Gonna have to work on, the CG is fine, but the manual was kind of vague where it went. Figured it out eventually, kind of positioned it, and it'll vary between battery and prop combo. I'm running a 6x4 on the back. The only issue I ran into is I guess on landing, I must have snagged one of these connectors for the aileron controls and ripped the aileron right off. So it was the landing was actually really soft, even with the missing control, because it's so light, but so fun. And I want to try FPV. The Hobby King guys out of New York were flying FPV with theirs, so it was pretty cool. So I'm just going to come back with some better tape and really on the hinge point where it's being pulled the most to really secure that. So I just used some cheap tape. So that doesn't stick to that foam. So I'll go back and fix that. I'll probably use some foam tack, which is, I used foam tack and hot glue to put it together, and it went together so quickly. So it was a riot to fly, even for the couple minutes. So looking forward to fixing that up and having that at my disposal. It will run, I mean, a whole whack of 3S packs on it. So whatever I have, I can throw into it and just go. So another one of those versatile, interesting aircrafts to fly. So I don't think I've got anything else to say at this point other than see you at Flite Fest.
Yeah. Holy. I think I could use a little, holy God, this thing's fast. Little up elevator. Yeah, more up authority.